guys, welcome back to my channel. My name's Diana, and for those that are new, welcome, bienvenidos. You read the title right. I am gonna be showing off the new Amrezy by Anastasia Beverly Hills. I love the color scheme in this palette, and I'm so excited to be using it for the first time. I'm also gonna be swatching, and pretty much letting you guys know what I think about the palette. I know that there's plenty of other people that have done this review and everything, but at the same time, I haven't. So I'm definitely excited about this. So this is what it looks like. I got this palette off Mercari, and the seller, which I'm gonna post her down below in my comments, she was absolutely amazing. She sent it right away. I actually didn't pay much for the palette. If anybody's familiar with Mercari, it's just an app where you go and find stuff that you need, and either you buy it for the offer that the seller has it for, or you can make them an offer. And if they take it, then of course, the item is yours. I love Mercari. It's an amazing app. I'm definitely going to be buying a lot more of my makeup through them, just because, you know, it is pretty affordable. And at this point in my life, I definitely need to budget. But this is what this beautiful palette looks like. It's very glittery, very pink. I love it. It is actually very amazing. If I'm not mistaken, this has 16 shades in it instead of the normal 14. So I'm actually really excited for that as well. But this is what this beautiful palette looks inside. That shimmery pink right there is stunning. Leo is beautiful, just a beautiful, beautiful blue shimmer, and I really cannot wait to use it. Oop, well, there went that. And of course it comes with the brush. So I'm gonna go ahead and just dive right in and swatch. I'm gonna use this hand, and I'm actually gonna use a brush to do my swatches. I know that, you know, normally you use your finger and all that stuff, but I want to see how it is on a brush. So we're just going to go ahead and do that as soon as I find the brush that I need. Okay, here we go. Found it. So for this, I'm just going to be using an e.l.f. Professional eyeshadow brush. It looks like this. And I'm going to start off with the first row. So the first shade that I'm going to be swatching is called Wasted. It's a beautiful color. Let me see how I'm going to do this. Okay. So that's Wasted. It's a very sheer color. The next one is called Barb. And of course, I'm going to be wiping off the brush as I go, so there's no, you know, the other shade that I used before doesn't interfere. Barb looks amazing. Like, I love this beautiful pink, shimmery pink. Like, it's just unbelievably stunning. So it doesn't do good with the brush. Maybe that's why I shouldn't do it with the brush. So I'm gonna go ahead and go with my finger on that one. They feel very like buttery, the shades. So I'm just gonna go right back. This is Barb. It's a little chunky, but it's unbelievably beautiful, as you can see. And then the next one is Liddy, which is the pressed glitter that's on this palette. I'm a little worried about this just because it's, you know, it's a pressed glitter. Glitter gets everywhere. But let's see how this one does. Oh, that actually did a lot better than what I thought it would. That's also very beautiful. I would love to use all three of these together. Okay, so next one that coming up is Cupcake. And this is like a purpley shimmer. Very beautiful. Oh, that one's gorgeous. Very, very gorgeous. I like that. Next stop is Dragon. I've been wanting to know how this one does. I've seen a lot of course, reviews, and I've seen the swatches, but again, it's something that I have to do on my like myself. So let's see. Oh, that is just amazing. Dragon is beautiful. Again, it's very chunky. Like, so far the shimmers are very, very chunky. So Leo. Oh, this beautiful shimmery blue, as you can see. Look at that.
I like that one.
Yes, that's my wife. She really likes Leo as well.
Yeah.
Next stop is Gemini. This is more of a darker gold, like has kind of like black specks, like glitter in it. That didn't do so good, but it's still very beautiful. Next up is Georgina. This is also a very beautiful brown shimmer. Oh, I like that. I like that a lot. That one's beautiful. Okay, so now we're going down to the second row. And this one is Resi. I think I'm saying that right. I hope I'm saying that right. This beautiful pink. Oh, that one's amazing. Look at that. That one's so gorgeous. I like that. Next stop is Anastasia. That one didn't do so well. I'm gonna go over just from what's already on my arm. But that is beautiful. Again, they're just the shimmers are just really, really chunky. The next one coming up is New Yorker, which is a beautiful, like, caramely brown. New Yorker and OG look very, very similar, and that's something that I kind of wish they would have done differently. Just because I don't think that, oh, that's nice. I just don't think that they should have had two very similar shades in the palette. But next up is OG. Yeah, see, it's just unbelievably similar. Like, New Yorker is just a little bit more darker than OG. But it is what it is. Next up is Semsa. Oh Lord, I'm butchering that. I know I am. But it's a beautiful purple. There's that. I really needs to find out how to pronounce that, because I know I'm most likely saying that wrong. Next up is 1988. And this is a very beautiful deep brown. Let me go this way. Oh, it's nice. And then we have the black shade, which is BK. Anastasia does, like, her blacks are extremely pigmented and very beautiful. So I don't think I'm going to be disappointed. No. With BK. And then last but definitely not least, Yugo. And there you have it. All 16 shades. They are unbelievably beautiful. I'm not gonna say they're not. Like, I fell in love with, like I said, the color scheme of this palette. So I just hope that they all go on as beautiful as I'm hoping that they will. And of course, Liddy is like everywhere, glitter everywhere. But it is what it is. I'm gonna be doing the rest of my face, of course, off camera. The only thing that I've done is prime my face, and for that I use the Tatcha Silk Canvas Primer. Besides the Milk Hydro Grip Primer, Tatcha is my top favorite primer to use. I love it. It's definitely my go-to, and my number one. So, and then I also did my eyebrows, as you can see. I use the Juvia's Place, the liner that comes with the black shade and the brown shade. I use the brown on my eyebrows, and I also use the Benefit Set Brow, which I think I'm missing a few words on that. Oh, here we go. It's the Ready Set Brow by Benefit. And then I also use, which I got as a sample with my Huda Nude Medium palette. I got the Pretty Vulgar. It came in this, and the concealer that I used was the Middle Ground Medium. I really love this concealer. Like, as you can see, it matches perfectly. So I use that for the top of my eyebrows, and of course I underline, but I'm going to be going with to make these colors pop more, I'm going to be using the Urban Decay concealer as soon as I can find it. I always do this. I always lose stuff that I literally... Like, I set everything out. Like, if you've seen how I have my setup right now, like, I literally have everything set out for this reason. So I do not lose stuff. But of course, leave it to me to lose things anyways.
What do you need?
My Urban Decay. Oh, it was right next to me. This is what I mean. Like, I literally do this all the time. If anyone that's ever watched me, you know by now. That's my wife. Love her. So I'm going to be using the Stay Naked Correcting Concealer by Urban Decay. And this I got as a sample from Sephora. And so far, like, I've used it probably twice. It's gorgeous. Like, how... you know, white it is. It's just unbelievably amazing. I love it. So I'm going to go ahead and put that all on both of my lids. Like, look at that. It's so amazing. Okay. And for that, the brush that I'm using is a Morphe brush. It doesn't have any fancy numbers on it. And I'm going to be using my Real Technique mini sponge to blend all this out. I really don't know still, like, what colors I'm going to use. It's actually so hard because they're also very stunning. I've been wanting this palette ever since it came out. So you can imagine that when I came across it, well, when I searched for it on Mercari and seeing that the seller was, you know, selling it for a really decent price, I just had to have it. Just had to. I recently kind of went on a splurge and got myself 3 different palettes. The first one was my Anastasia Beverly Hills Norvina Volume 3, which is another one. I went through hell to get that palette, which I'll explain about that when I do my review on that. And of course, I got the Huda Nude Mini Palette in shade medium. It was just, I had to. And then, of course, I had to have that Amrezy Anastasia Beverly Hills palette as well. So, I think I have to calm it down a little bit. My wife says that I have a problem. I most likely do. Okay, so I'm gonna be putting tape just at the corner of my eyes so I don't go over. That helps me so much. Okay. There we go. Yes. So if you guys have this palette, please let me know what you think of it, what looks you've done, how you feel about it, all that good stuff. Oh, let's try this again. Very stylish. Okay, so what colors, what colors? So let me see. I think that I'm gonna go in and use, I might as well just, sorry about that, guys. So my phone died. And literally was talking for a good minute. Didn't realize what was going on. But I'm back. So I was trying to decide what colors to use. So I think I'm going to start off with 1988. And I think that I'm going to do a halo look, because it's been a really long time since I've done one of those. So I'm going to go ahead and take one of my Anastasia Beverly Hills brushes, and I'm going to use the little flat end part. And I'm just going to take 1988, and I'm going to pack it in the inner corner of my eye and then in the outer corner of my eye as well. Oh, this is very pigmented, which is not bad whatsoever. So far, I'm loving how it's applying. I feel like I have to be very careful with very pigmented shades. For some reason, they do kind of freak me out, because I'm not a pro, you know, like I'm not. I know how to do things, and of course, like, I've learned so much, but at the same time, like, I'm still getting comfortable with doing eye looks, and especially using very pigmented shades, because, like, I don't want to mess them up and have to start all over. But brush like this make it so much easier for me to just pack it where I want it to go. So this helps a lot, which is something that took me a little bit longer than what it should have to figure out. But I like the fact that I can, you know, put the color where I want it. And let me turn this down a little bit. Do not own the rights to this music. You know, do not want to get in trouble, because I don't know if you guys can hear it in the background. Alright, so I'm going to pack it a little bit more on there. Okay, and now I'm going to do the same thing with my other eye. Okay, so now that I have where I want those to go, I'm gonna now go in with my Dose of Color little brush, this beautiful little baby right here. And I am gonna take New Yorker, and I'm just gonna blend 1988 and bring it kind of like bringing all this right here together. I love this brush because also, like I said, it's very precise where I want my color, and this helps me do that. Okay guys, so now I'm gonna do the exact same thing to my other eye. Alright guys, so now that I have both 1988 and New Yorker where I want them, now I'm going to take OG and just blend right above New Yorker. And for that, I'm going to be using my Morphe brush. It doesn't have a fancy number or anything to it. And I'm just going to blend the blend OG. I'm sorry. Yes, I'm going to blend OG into New Yorker. Well, and New Yorker together. Okay, so now that I have both of these eyes where I want them to, I am going to go back and I'm going to use New Yorker one more time. And just go right above where my brow bone is. And get all this very blended out. Same thing to this side. And I know that I've sped through this, but these colors are blending so wonderful and very beautiful. And I love how this is turning out so far. But give you a closer look. Like they're blending beautifully. Okay, so now that I'm done with that, I'm gonna go ahead and now conceal a little bit more. And I'm gonna still use the Urban Decay Stay Naked Correcting Concealer. And I'm gonna use my little brush that I just had. I'm not kidding, guys. This is my life. This happens every time. Why? It's always right where I literally leave it, and I don't know why I don't ever go back and look in the place that I left it at. Like, I just don't. Okay, so for a halo eye, as you can see on this side, I left the middle untouched as much as possible. I wasn't successful on this side just because of the movements with the brush that I was doing. But all I'm gonna do is put the concealer right in the middle of my eye. I'm gonna open up my lid just so I can get where I want it to go. Kind of give me, you know, a map of where I need to go. And then I'm just gonna get all that in there. Like so. And I'm gonna look up. Halo eyes are not always like the easiest for me. I guess that's probably why like I don't do them as much. But I need to start getting more out of my comfort zone, because it's the only way I'm gonna learn. Okay, so all I did was pretty much make little bitty lines just because I want to get that beautiful kind of sunset look. And then I'm going to go ahead and kind of just fill in the other side as well. I always feel like I'm doing this so wrong on how I do my halo eyes, but like I said, this is a learning thing for me. So now I'm just gonna pack that in there, and I'm gonna use a clean brush just to pack the concealer in there as good as possible. I'm gonna go in and fix this little guy right here. But again, I'm just making sure that it's all nice and packed. Sometimes I don't mind if I mess up a little bit, because at the end of the day, like, I'm just gonna be putting, you know, the glitter on it. And then I'm gonna shade in the corners. But I want to be able to get this as good as possible. And I usually already start a little bit bringing some of the color inward, like so. And that's just taking the tip of the brush and just bringing it in. It's so awkward doing it this side. Again, awkward. Okay, so now that I have that where I want it and as best as I can, actually this side, I need a little packing more right up here. And that what you just heard go off was my amazing heater. My air. Okay, now that I have that there, now I'm gonna take, oh my god, my foot fell asleep. You know when your foot's like literally completely numb, like all the way numb right now. And here, very shortly, I'm about to start feeling those needles that feel like they're all 1,000 needles, 1,000,000 needles are going into your foot. I hate that so much. Okay, I brought that on myself. So I'm gonna be using Dragon, and then I'm gonna use Gemini, and I'm gonna take Dragon into one of the Anastasia Beverly Hills brushes, and then I'm gonna wet it with my Morphe setting spray. Okay. Look at that. Oh, that's wonderful. That is so gorgeous. So I'm gonna just pack that all in the middle of my lid. And bring it out. Oh, there it comes, that feeling. I hate that so much. And there is fallout with Dragon. But I mean, I think that's just a given when it comes down to shimmers. It's gonna happen. Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and do the same thing to my other eye. And I'm just putting a little bit more of my setting spray on there. This is such an unbelievably stunning shimmer. Like, it's going on so beautifully. And it's extremely pigmented. Like, it just, there's no complaints at all. So I'm gonna just taking that shimmer and just kind of flicking it in the inner corner of my eye. I'm gonna do the same on this side. And also, don't mind just packing right in there. And since I have a hooded eye, I always have to lift my eye. So this goes where I want it to. Same thing on the other eye. Okay, so my phone fell, of course. But like I was saying, I'm gonna now take my Morphe brush, again, no fancy name, and I'm gonna again take Dragon with the brush, and I'm just adding more, excuse me, to the corners, well, the outer. Okay, so that was just a tiny bit that I wanted to do. Now that I have that, I'm gonna go back in with 1988. And I gotta find my brush that I used for that, of course. Here we go. And I'm just gonna take that color and pack it a little bit more on the outer and inner of my eye, like so. Same thing on the other eye. Such a gorgeous deep brown. So now that I have that, I'm gonna go back in with OG, and I'm just gonna blend 1988 into Dragon. Like so. And then I'm actually wanting to bring up Dragon just a little bit more. Actually, I'm gonna try to do something that I probably should not, but I'm definitely gonna try it anyways. Because how this is right there, just not the happiest. And now I'm gonna take New Yorker in this little fine tip. And blend that together. And I'm gonna do the same to the other side. It's kind of like cleaning up. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in with Gemini and pack that all on my lid. And for that, I'm just gonna use my fingers. Look at that. I like that. Yes. I like that very, very much. And of course, there's definitely fallout from the glitter. Let me bring down my lighting a little bit so you can take a better look. All right, guys, so I'm gonna go ahead and finish my face off camera, and then I'll come back and show you guys my finished look. All right, guys, so this is my finished look. I actually had an amazing time creating this look and using that palette. I am so excited I got the palette. It is everything that I actually hoped and wished for, and it's stunning. The lip color that I have on my lips is actually from Klarity Kosmetics. I spoke about them on my last video. It's an indie brand that I came across on Instagram. If you have a chance, check them out. They're unbelievably amazing. The color that I have on right now is called Spicy Crawfish, and is an amazing, stunning red. Like, I love red. So to find, you know, a red that I really, really love, in some cases it's kind of hard, but they nailed it. It feels so smooth. I mean, it's matte, of course, but it doesn't feel like it on the lips. So definitely a huge shout out to Klarity Cosmetics. I still have some other products from them from the order that I had placed that I'm still gonna do a review on, but I cannot not use, you know, already certain the things that I've been using. I also, if I can find it, I also put on their setting spray, and it's stunning. Like, and this is in Straight Shooter. So they are actually out of stock of a few of the other ones that they have, but I'm pretty sure that they will be back in stock soon. But yes, please give them a try. Klarity Cosmetics. I just want to say, no, I'm not sponsored or anything like that. I would love to be, but I'm not. I just have a lot of respect for that brand and the owner of it. She's an amazing woman. The customer service is outstanding. So I just, you know, want to give them the hugest shout out ever. Like, they're just extremely amazing, and they have great products. So please check them out if you have a chance. So I'm gonna give you guys also a closer look on my you know, my whole look that I did. I ended up changing a little bit on my eyes that I didn't end up really going for the halo eye. Instead, I just did a cut crease and then put glitter. I liked it better this way. That's why I changed it. And plus, I think I messed up the halo anyways. That's something I'm gonna have to practice, and that's okay. Like I said, I'm a work in progress. I've gone pretty far, so I have no doubt that I'll be able to get that down soon enough. But thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and come back. Don't leave, and just never come back. I have abandonment issues, so don't leave me. Until next time, guys. See ya.
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us.